Welcome to another special smash and breaking edition of Famous Team WWF 2001, the #1 person that brings you wrestling news. So, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Now, I was going to say the best video for last. WWE Edge returns to Monday Night Raw is War on the cutting edge. Now, Edge says he was welcomed by Triple H, and he told him to come to Monday Night Raw because it was best for business. And he brought up, he said he's known Randy Orton for a very long time in the business, because you've seen all the pay-per-views, seen all the matches they were in, and he doesn't like Randy Orton. He does not like him. He says, he's like, he has a problem with him, and Randy Orton was not going to be the special guest. Christian was going to be the special guest, but it didn't turn out that way. And Triple H wanted Randy Orton to be on the cutting edge. And Edge is like, no, I'm not going to have Edge. I'm not going to have Randy Orton as my special guest here on the cutting edge. And we haven't seen the cutting edge in a very, very long time. Now, Daniel Bryan came out, and he's like, because that was his special guest. Daniel Bryan said, last week Triple H said, if I didn't give up my title shot, I would be hurt. I would be beat. And week in week, I was getting hurt every single time because I was not giving up. He was getting hurt every single week. He was getting triple power bombed all the time. He was getting knocked out by the Big Show. I mean, Triple H has been putting him through hell every single week. But there's so much intensive though. And then he says he will be the WWE champion at Night of Champions. And like Daniel Bryan says, that you and me wanted to do this. Edge would have, Edge says, you and me wanted to be a wrestler. You and me wanted to be a professional wrestler. You and me wanted to be in that, that main event, the WWE champion spot, We wanted to get there and we did it, And Daniel Bryan says, I can beat him. Edge is like, can you beat him? He's like, yes, I can beat Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton would come out. He interrupted them, of course, and says, what a shame. He says, what a shame to Edge that the only place who loves you is Canada. So basically, he's trying to say nobody else likes Edge, only Canada, because that's where he lives. That's so silly and that's stupid. Like, come on. Everybody loves Edge, Randy, and you know it. Everybody is more of an Edge head than you. More people love Edge and they love you. I know a lot of people love Randy Orton, don't get me wrong, but you gotta understand the facts. This is a guy who's done a lot in the wrestling business, Edge. And there's so much respect that I give to Edge. So when I heard Edge coming to Raw, I was like, yeah, this guy's going to lay down the law. This guy's going to tell him what is on his mind because it's been a while since he's been in the WWE. And then it goes on because this is just getting better and better. Like this is how Raw started. Now, Triple H comes out, right? Says all this stuff. Now, Edge says, I don't think you know about how to pick the talent. And says, you said Jericho, Edge, Cena could not make it. You said all these wrestlers couldn't make it, especially me. And you said Daniel Bryan couldn't make it, and Daniel Bryan's gonna make it. And I was like, really? Triple H said all this stuff backstage that he said none of these wrestlers would make it. I mean, like what? He even said Edge wouldn't make it. And look what Edge did with his career. Edge did phenomenal from the bottom and worked his way up. He's done a lot in his career. Jericho did it. Jericho made it. Every single wrestler made it. Okay? Now they're saying Daniel Bryan is giving him a shot. He thinks he can make it. Yeah, Triple H does not like Daniel Bryan. So, I mean, Raw was good. So, seeing Edge come back to Monday Night Raw, for one night only, I think that's awesome. I love Edge. I give him credit for what he does in this business. You see him come back, I mean, it's phenomenal. But, before the scene, though, he said if he didn't do something, he was going to hurt his family. He was going to hurt his family. And what he did, he hurt Christian. Christian was hurt. And Edge was like, oh my God. And Edge is like flipping out. Edge is flipping out to get help. You know, this is a very good scene between these two. Very intense. Very, very... Edge can't wrestle now, you know. And they're backstage. He's like... Triple H's like, get out of my town. This is my town. It's like, okay, Triple H, you're being a dickhead, let me tell you. Okay, this is Edge's town, not yours. This is Canada. Canada is not your town. And I'm telling you, okay, now I'm really starting to hate Triple H, okay? When you say that Canada is your town, no, buddy, it's not your town, Triple H. This is not your town. This is Christian and Edge's town, and you can't overrule that. You can't overrule that that Canada is your town, because it's not. So it's not your town. End of story. I mean, what is it going to take for Triple H to understand and for someone to stand up to him? Someone has to stand up to him. We can have a group to come up. The Shield needs to turn on Triple H. That's the only group that can turn on Triple H. Turn on Triple H or anyone and do something. That's the only person. This is the only group. The Shield is the only person that can do something about it. Because if HBK returns, nothing's gonna happen. Triple H ain't gonna do nothing. So, you know, I really hope someone can step up to the plate and put Triple H in his corner and put him in his line and shut him up and stop acting like he's overruling this place. Because when you say you overrule Canada, buddy, you do not overrule Canada, okay? I'm French, so you might want to be quiet, because Triple H, as of right now, as of what you said on Monday Night Raw about Canada is your town, now I think you suck now. I think you're terrible as a CEO. You're terrible. Canada is not your town, buddy. So, respect us, okay? Because what you said last night was disrespectful to me, Edge, and all the Canadian fans out there who live in Canada. Grow up, man, and stop acting like you think you control every single town, because you don't. I'm Famous Team WWF 2001. Wrestling fans, tell me how you feel. I'm happy Edge came back to Raw. I wish Edge could wrestle so he can put Triple H in his line. So, I'm Famous Team WWF 2001. I'm signing out. Subscribe, and I will see you later with your thoughts.